Hey everybody, this is Bret from Buzz's Marine in Kearney, Nebraska. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about wakeboards. Wakeboarding has been around for years and years, but recently in the Midwest it's becoming huge, more and more popular every year. The norm used to be have a set of skis in the boat for everybody to ride. Now the norm is the wakeboard. I'm going to go over a little bit about sizing, kind of how to pick your experience level, and then we'll show you a few different setups on these boards so it'll be a little more comfortable ride for you. One of the easiest things to do when picking a board right off the bat is to find the right size. It's the easiest thing you can do with a wakeboard. The sizes range in centimeters from a 111 all the way up to a 150. Now it's all based on the rider's weight, so it's a wide variety of sizes for a wide variety of people. I have three examples here of kind of a way to pick your size. For example, the first one here is a 111 Nemesis by Liquid Force. This is a perfect board for a child who's getting into the sport that weighs up to about 90 pounds. The second board we have is the CWB Lotus 130. Now this board is for women that are up to about 140 pounds. Anything above that, we go to the next size board. The last one here I have is the CWB Vibe. Now this is a 142. So this is going to be a men's board for anybody that weighs above 160 pounds. Most of these boards come in various sizes, so it doesn't matter if you like a certain style. If you don't see it in your size, there's a good chance we can still get it. You've picked your size of board, you know what you need. Now we're on to experience level. There are three main levels as far as wakeboarding experience goes. There's beginner, intermediate, and advanced, or pro level riding. For beginner boards like the Phase, the CWB Phase, it has nice options as far as allowing the rider to control the board more easily. This is a great option for somebody that has not wakeboarded a lot before or is going out and they're wakeboarding 3 to 4 times a year. Intermediate boards like the CWB Pure have blends. It's kind of a hybrid between a beginner board and a pro model board. This board is actually modeled after the CWB Absolute, which is a pro rider board, but it still has features that are in the beginning board like the Phase. It's a great blend, and it really allows people who want to progress to be able to ride a little bit better board and have a little more of a loose, free feeling. Pro model boards are the top of the line. This is the DB9 by CWB. Pro level boards are going to have a more aggressive rocker. They're going to be faster boards. They're going to allow you to pick up more speed and get more pop off the wake. What's a rocker? We're into that next. The rocker is actually the shape of the board, and it's really going to define what that board feels like when you're riding it. This is the CWB Kink. I'll show you the rocker on this board and kind of explain the two types of rockers there are. The rocker is actually this shape formed by the edge of the board. This is a long C shape. That's the rocker. The way we measure a rocker is by laying the board flat on a table and measuring from the tip of the board down. That is actually how you find the size of the rocker. If somebody says the rocker is 2.4 inches, it means it's 2.4 inches from this tip down to the table or floor. Now there are two main styles of rockers on wakeboards. There's a continual rocker and a 3-stage rocker. The continual rocker is one continuous swoop of this board. It's one long C shape. A 3-stage rocker you can think of like a dinner plate. It's flat on the bottom and the edges angle up at a point. It's not as severe as a dinner plate, but you kind of get the idea of what that rocker looks like. You pick your size of board, you have your right range as far as your experience level goes, you've picked your rocker, you've gotten into your board. Now it's all about the setup and fin placement. We have different models of boards and there's different fin placements on all of them. This is the CWB Pure. This board is a great example of a board that has molded in fins, but also a removable fin at each end. The molded fins are great if you're going to be hitting rails. These fins are not going to be real easy to break. They're molded in with fiberglass and they're very strong. Now the removable center fin. This is a very nice option, and you will see this on a lot of beginner to intermediate boards. The nice thing about this is when the fin is in, it's going to give you a lot more of a controlled feeling. It almost acts like a rudder on a boat when you're in the water. It's going to allow you to really tighten that board up so it doesn't feel so loose. Now after a while when you're riding, you might want to loosen up and gain a little more speed, have a little more of a free feeling. You can do that, just remove these fins and the board will loosen right up, gain a little more speed, and it's going to feel a little bit better for you. Another option is the CWB Kink. Now this board does not have the removable center fin, but it does have removable outer fins. The nice thing on these fins is you can actually adjust these in and out to your feeling. When you adjust these in, since they're closer to the center of the board and not the end of the board, it's going to be a little more of a loose feeling. It's not going to control the tip of the board quite as well. If you want that controlled feeling, you adjust these fins out to the very tip. That way, as the board is going through the water, that's the last point on the board the water passes, and you have a lot more control. I hope this information has helped you be able to pick the type and style of board that you want. If any information wasn't on this video and you want to talk to somebody a little more about it, feel free to give us a call. We have all these boards in stock on our ski deck. We have more boards in the back. We're stocked up and ready to go for summer. If you have questions, my name is Brett. I'm at 308-234-4576. Visit our YouTube page or www.buzzesmarine.com.